in my opinion, the most memorable play in the history of Chatard football. The history. You know, some others may think different than I do, but you know, a 9-minute, I believe 18-second drive in the state championship game in the old RCA Dome.
We go into the fourth quarter. There's like 9.5 minutes to go. We've got the ball at our 20. We go on a 22-play drive.
We were down 3 with 9 minutes to go, and they kicked off to us, and we took control of the ball and literally marched down the field and barely making a first down every time. A first down, second down, third down, and we would just barely get that first down all the way down the field, and the time just kept churning and kept going and kept going. And we were halfway down the field, you looked up and the clock's starting to wind down, and then you know, finally when we get too close to the end zone, this is it. We realize this is the game.
We've got an all-state kicker, Drew Fillenworth, on the sidelines who's obviously really good.
When we started getting close, we knew there was always an option to kick a field goal, tie, and go into overtime. But we got really close. I think on third down, we were right on the goal line.
We had first and goal from the 5. We gave the ball to Mr. Football, and
we ran the ball and got stopped.
Third down, Daniels lunges and doesn't make it. It's going to come down to a 4th down play for the state championship.
And I think right after that play, John Seib, our center, and I looked at each other and said, we have to run the sneak because there is literally nobody over the center. And you would think in a goal line defense, you'd have a nose guard right over the center.
We decided to go for the win and negate the field goal opportunity.
It's 4th and goal from the 1. We call timeout.
Andy Sommer's our quarterback. We've got Charlie Van Ice and Chris Ottenweiler, both of them about 220-pound big old fullbacks. And
I'm looking at Coach Barr, he's looking at me. The seniors are looking at each other, and I said we should give the ball to either Chris Ottenweiler or Charlie Van Ice, one of our fullbacks.
Andy comes over and he says to me, Coach Barr, he goes, what about quarterback sneak?
And Andy saw him, says, I can sneak it. So there's a lot of different emotions in a high-pressure situation for a state championship on the line.
Andy's kind of a tall, lanky guy, about 6'5", and you know, not real fond of that because he can't get low enough to get in the end zone. And these kids are big and strong kids. I said, you know, go up the line of scrimmage, check, run either 32 or 33, give the ball to Ottenweiler or Van Ice, whichever one you want, and we'll see what will get you in the end zone.
The Michael Moore Evander Holyfield fight, Moore just keeps getting up. These Andrean guys are just warriors today.
The 3A state championship comes down to 1 play. 4th and goal. Chatard needs a touchdown, trailing by 3.
So we get up to the line, we call the play. It's obviously loud, going crazy, and again, nobody's sitting over the center. And I don't think I've ever went against what a coach told me to do.
Andy checks the ball at the line of scrimmage. Jumps over the top.
Touchdown!
Oh, man.
We win the game and win Chatard's first state championship since 1984.
I don't know if anybody heard me. I actually called it at the line. I think our signal was red 10 to do a quarterback sneak. And it was funny. I scored. It was awesome. It was exciting.
He gets up, goes to celebrate with his teammates. His teammates aren't there. They're all excited.
And I came back over to Craig, and again, I felt bad. I said, Coach, I'm sorry. I didn't do what you told me to do.
My exact words were, shut up, Andy. I think we just won a state championship. Go hold for the extra point and let's get out of here.
I look back at it, it was just a memorable experience, an exciting experience, and I think it's funny because I don't think I ever, even in college, you know, did something against what the coach told me to do, but it all worked out in the end, and it made for an exciting finish.
You know, it's just kind of a cool moment, and the fact that, you know, in the press room after, I was pretty excited. I told that story to everyone that would listen in the media, and Andy was standing at the podium in the meeting room afterwards doing an interview, and Coach Barr said that, you know, you said not to go for it, or not to run a quarterback sneak, and went ahead and did it anyway. What would have happened if you didn't get there? As the head coach, I jumped up from like the back row, went up, put my arm around Andy, and I said, Andy, I said, you know what, you nor I will ever have to answer that question. Let's move on to the next question. And pretty neat story, good kid, good leader, and a lot of good young men on that football team.
That was, in my opinion, the most memorable play of my career, and in my opinion, the play that reestablished the tradition of Chatard football.